Michael Hooper is Chief Executive of the Commonwealth Games Federation. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
What a mess.
Well, it has been, but it's getting a lot better, I have to say. Ever since the CGF and the CGAs went public pretty much with their concerns on the 20th, we've seen a lot of marshalling of resources, and I'd have to say there's been a vast improvement to the overall look of the exterior of the village. I think a number of the CGAs, for example, the Welsh contingent, acknowledged the efforts and the work that's been done in cleaning up the interior of the apartments, and that's on their website now. The Australians have moved in. Terry Crosswhite has moved in.
Oh, that's a great ringtone you've got there. I'm starting to dance here.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. Don't worry.
It's certainly improving, and we had the Chief Minister of Delhi, Sheila Dixit, came and addressed the chefs this morning and listened directly to all their concerns. She confirmed the deployment of even further resources. So I suppose my report card 3 days after this coming to the fore publicly, etc., because we did try to resolve it, the CGAs and the CGF with the powers that be, but unfortunately they weren't at that time listening as much as they should have been.
Michael, let me just tell you some news just coming in here. Some news in, according to the AFP news agency, the Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh has convened a meeting of leading ministers involved in the organisation of the Commonwealth Games. So there's a meeting underway here. I'm just reading a description here of one journalist who walked in unchallenged into one of the two housing blocks reserved for the Welsh team. A bathroom was encrusted in grime, the windows were filthy, a circle the diameter of a teacup had been burnt out of the plastic bathtub in the two-bedroom apartment, and a jagged edge of melted plastic stood proud on the surface. The beds, which were only just being installed, were chipped. I mean, frankly, if you booked a very, very cheap holiday, you'd complain about this, wouldn't you?
Well, look, I think it's wonderful to hear that this meeting with the Prime Minister has just been convened by all involved, because it shows how serious the Government of India is taking this matter. CGF is elevated to the highest possible level to get the village ready for the athletes. I don't know the timing of when this journalist somehow got into an apartment or got images or whatever.
It was yesterday, actually. It was just yesterday.
Okay, maybe you got in on a guest pass.
No, they didn't have a pass.
Unchallenged.
Unchallenged. Okay, well, that's of concern, because obviously the security should not have let them in. And I'll follow up on that matter. But certainly insofar as the units are concerned, I mean, all that journalist is doing is confirming what we've been saying. When we got here on the 15th, we went out, the dance teams, myself, and we looked at more than the usual towers that they kept showing us, like the showrooms and all that sort of thing that looked lovely. And that's what raised concerns. We were given lots of promises that they'd be addressed by the 19th, close of business 19th, and when that didn't happen, obviously I've been keeping my President, Michael Fennell, fully informed. And when that didn't happen, he issued the statement that he did. He wrote to the Cabinet Secretary, elevating it to the Government of India.
Okay, so lots of people, it's gone up. That's all well and good. It's gone up through the ranks. Lots of the papers here in the UK are carrying pictures this morning of children carrying out and completing preparations on some of the building and construction work at some of the arenas and venues for the Commonwealth Games. Now, a correspondent I was talking to earlier sort of slightly shrugged his shoulders and said, look, that is the way things happen in India. Child labour is a fact of life. Is that your attitude?
No, it's not. And in fact, we've been asked this on many occasions through the construction phase, the very elongated construction phase. We've been pressing them for 2 years now on getting these things finished. But we've made it very clear that there are child labour laws in this country. They should be fully enforced, and where people are abusing them, they should be prosecuted. Simple as that.
But you're going to look into these accusations on the front page of the Times now, yeah?
I haven't seen the front page.
Well, we read this.
The child labour, or the issue I'm going to follow up on, sir.
The bit we read to you.
I'm going to follow up on is the one about you saying a journo got into the Welsh quarters yesterday, unchallenged, right through all the security, etc.
Yeah, it's on the front page. Headline of the Times. If this was a cheap break, you'd ask for your money back. Listen, thank you. It's appreciated you joining us this morning. Thank you. Michael Hooper, Chief Executive of the Commonwealth Games Federation.